one thing that I think stops a lot of us from not necessarily getting what we want, but what stops us from bringing things into our life that are meant to be in our lives, or postponing those things, is not letting go, or holding on to things that aren't for you. Okay? And I'm not saying, I'm a big person, I've got a bit of like an avoidant style when it comes to relationships or friendships, so I'm the biggest kind of walking out kind of person. I'm working on it. But I also change a lot. And with that change comes changing my relationships and my friendships and, who I surround myself with. And so I tend to, I grow out of relationships and friendships, and I stop being friends with a lot of them. And I'm not saying that you can't go back to those. Sometimes you just need that time in your life to not have that person. For a bunch of reasons. To experience things without them. It might have nothing to do with them. You may just need to be alone. Or, you could be a lesson for that other person. There's so many things that go into that. But my biggest thing is you gotta be okay with letting go sometimes. And, being okay with, I can be without that, because, I don't know, sometimes we have really great experiences and we hold on to that so hard. Like, I met this one person back in late September, and we only talked a week. Like, the amount of time that we were talking only lasted a week, and within that week, we hung out once, and I learned a great deal about myself within that time, but also, sorry, my neck is like dry, it's bothering. Within that time, I realized a great amount of things, and since that time, I was hung up on that person. I could not get over. Every single day, I would think about it. I would think about how we hung out. I would think about wanting to reach out again. I almost texted him happy birthday 2 weeks ago. When his birthday was New Year's, or like New Year's Eve. And I almost texted him. And each time I went to, or each time I thought about it, I didn't. I told myself I wasn't gonna, because I just knew deep down that wasn't for me. And it wasn't meant to be in my life, and I didn't need to bring it back to my life. I was having a hard time letting go. And when you have a hard time letting go of something, you're staying in one room, and you're holding that door open. And on the other side of the room is a door that you also have your hand on. But since you're pulling this way, you're keeping that door shut. But if you slowly close that door and slowly open the other one, oh my God, you're opening a new door. You're opening a new door for yourself. And I realized that. And since I've begun to move on from who I talked to over the summer and the fall, I've grown. I've changed my taste. And I most certainly have let go of those. And I'm not trying to go back to them. I don't want to go back to them. And sometimes I get this little what if feeling. Like, oh, what if that would have worked out though? Oh man, I wish. Well, I know I'm not going back. It's not even an option. Not that I messed up so horribly. It's just it's not in my life to do that. It's not in me. It's not in my life. It's not what's no. I'm not. It's not I'm not bringing that option over. That was what I hate, and I still haven't bought. But girl, is a hold up. If you can't drive in the morning, you don't get a parking pass. Oh my god, I'm gonna be late to class. I saw someone who was walking down Ormond, and he's now walking next to my car. That was like 5 minutes ago. I wish I could just cut this line, but it's too far up. Like, it'd basically be pointless. But anyway, yeah, I feel like if you continuously just keep one door open and you know that you don't need to, that no one's walking through it, and it's just in the past, you're really just stopping yourself from having good things in your life. You're limiting your reality. You're limiting what's possible in your life by holding on to the past when you could be excited for the future. So yeah, that's my little TED Talk for today. Hope you guys enjoyed me getting mad at morning school traffic. Okay, bye!